not even do I count it going in. I know you don't know me so much.
Hey guys, what's going on? Gassy Mexican here, and this is Message Monday for 10/8/2012, and I'm gonna go right back into the messages. Like I said, right back into the messages when I haven't even read one. So that does not make sense. It doesn't. All right, let's start it. First message is from the Dark Demon 365 on Twitters, and they said, #MM, do you like Smite, and will you post or stream it? And when do you think the next 24-hour live stream will be? Love you! ! At Gassy Mexican. Most people do the at in the front. This guy has it at the end. He's got the #MM at the front, which means that is the forefront of what he was thinking about. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, yes, I like Smite. And, will you post? I have to review your question. I'm very scatterbrained right now, so this is going to be an odd episode of Message Monday. I can already feel it. Anyways, and will you post and or stream it? I haven't streamed it yet. I haven't recorded it yet. I've played it a little bit. I want to play more of it and get better at it. I'm only like a level 6. Like, I'm super early on. I was going to play some with Sly. Probably going to play some with Sly. I know Jordan's playing more of it. I just got to play more of it, really. I haven't played enough of it, and I'm not opposed to recording it. I'm sure I'll more than likely record it and probably stream it at some point. So, short answer to your question, yes, sometime in the future, you'll see Smite from me in one form or another, whether it be from a live stream or from me recording it. So yeah, I do like Smite. I actually have, what's it called, a Smite shirt. I was at PAX Prime, and I got to hang out with some of the high-res dudes at their booth. We played a little match where that was literally the first game of Smite I ever played, and I got stomped terribly by Sly and other people that knew what they were doing. So that was fun. But yeah, those are really cool guys over there at High Res Studios. I played. It's not my first high res game that I played too. I've played quite a bit of Tribes and streamed Tribes before. But yeah, Smite is kind of the new hotness, and I like it quite a lot. There's a lot of things that are different with Smite that they decided to change and tweak, as opposed to a similar MOBA or whatever. That's like League of Legends. There's some things that they took out that I liked that they took out. For instance, in Smite, things are skill shots. Everything's a skill shot. There's no auto attack like how there is in League of Legends. So, and side answer to a question that you didn't ask, a lot of people have asked if I want to play League of Legends more in the future here, if I'm going to. I might. I don't know. I might just kind of focus my MOBA energy into Smite, because I like the fact that it's third person. You feel more. You feel like you're controlling your character more. I like it better. And before my speech devolves into stupid babble, let's go to the next question. Thank you for your question. Next question is from Xbox, and is from Big Dog Rebels with a Z at the end. And this is what they had to say, and I will respond.
Hi, Gassy. Where did you learn to become a YouTube commentator? By like learning what equipment to use and things like that?
Where did I learn to become a YouTube commentator? I don't know if it's really, accurate to say I learned like from a specific one single source. It never was from any one specific source. There's no like, as far as I know, I'm sure some people more so nowadays have made videos, kind of detailing different stuff about like recording equipment and audio and all that stuff. But when I started it out, gameplay, commentary, and whatnot, it was still popular, but it was nowhere near as popular as it is today, and not as many people trying to do it. Still a decent amount of people trying to do it, but it's really big now, and everybody's trying to do it. So I would imagine there's probably a lot more helpful videos on YouTube if you just kind of Google tutorials for different things like, PC recording programs, capture cards, and whatnot. It was basically just figuring out on my own. Like, it was problem solving, really. Like, okay, my mic's kind of poopy. I'm using a Rock Band mic. I want to have better audio. Let's look at what's not crazy expensive, but sounds good, which is my mic. I'll give you that recommendation right away. This is a good mic, and I still haven't bought a better one because there's really been no need to. Well, up till now, I kind of want to have a better one for voice acting and voiceover and stuff like that. Not that this is a bad mic, but it's there's a lot better professional sounding mics out there. But this is a good one. It's an M-Audio Producer USB microphone, and it's about like $80 to $90 probably now. If you Google that, you can find it more in the Pro Tools Vocal Studio. I think that was the last bundle. If you have a Best Buy by you, a lot of them have them. in a bundle. You basically just buy it for the mic, but it comes bundled with software, and I think it's like called Avid Studio something. I don't know. It shows my mic. It shows the mic on the box if you look. But yeah, it's a good mic, and other than that, like I said, it was a lot of just kind of solving problems on my own, figuring out what programs work best. DxStory and Fraps are good programs for capturing stuff on PC. Console-wise, you can use an Intensity or Blackmagic Intensity Pro. That's an internal capture card. And also there's the AverMedia Live Gamer HD, which I'm going to be doing a review of pretty soon. So, you know, if you want to look out for that, you can make a decision on your own whether or not that's what you want. But those are a little bit more expensive than their external counterparts for recording console games like the Hop Hog, you know, HD and the Game Capture HD. I don't know if I said Game Capture HD before for the internal, but the internal is called the Live Gamer HD. Both of those are made by AverMedia. And the Live Gamer HD is what I'm going to be doing a review of. But anyways, that's another video, and you'll see it soon enough on my channel. But yeah, other than that, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff you can look up on your own. But those are some advice tidbits. Tidbits? Did I just say tidbits? All right, Message Monday, 10/8/2012, tidbits. Hashtag tidbits. I'm going to keep moving on because I'm kind of babbling here. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more other tutorials and stuff like that that you can find. But those are some of, you know, the programs and I guess hardware and equipment that I would use. As far as computer-wise, build your own desktop. I don't usually recommend laptops. It's a lot cheaper nowadays to build. You'll get a lot more bang for your buck and performance for the money spent if you build your own PC. It's not very hard either. I'm sure you'll probably have some. Everybody has one friend that has at least built his own PC or something like that. Use a website called PCPartPicker.com. It helps organize and visualize your PC build a lot more. And it also has other people's rigs that they have built with the specs and stuff on there. So that's my advice. Let's move on to the next question. Thank you for your question. Next question comes from the Twitter again, and it is from Flashback007. And they say, "Hey, Gassy Mexican." That's a lie. They didn't say, "Hey, Gassy Mexican." It was just, "At Gassy Mexican, what retro game would you consider ever doing an LP?" Hashtag MessageMonday, hashtag MM. I've wanted to do one for a while, like a retro Let's Play. And here's some of the ones that are floating around. I suppose you guys can suggest stuff. Eventually, I will do some more like retro LPs. I know I did Star Fox a while back and never finished it. I should probably finish that, now that I think about it. Your question made me remember that I never finished Star Fox. Star Fox was one of them. Zelda, obviously, that's a really good game that I played a lot and want to re-experience when I'm older now, and probably can get a lot of the stuff that I didn't get when I was younger. Not that I was stupid when I was younger. I'm not trying to say that, but, you know, when you go back and play old games, you pick up on things that you necessarily didn't pick up on. Same thing with movies. When you watch an old movie from your childhood as you're older, you pick up on other things and you kind of enjoy it in different ways. So Zelda, Donkey Kong Country for the SNES, that was good. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Give me your recommendations. I am interested in doing a retro game for a Let's Play. I really just have to pick one and do it. And I don't want to do it while I'm, you know, doing a bunch of other stuff. Right now I got like Red Dead Redemption Black Mesa Source going right now, so I want to kind of crank out more of those because I've been kind of going at a slower pace with those, and I want to fix that. So, yeah, eventually I'll do an LP. Feel free to, in the comments, give me some of your suggestions on what you want to see from me. Yeah, thank you for your question, Flashback007. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is from Xbox, and it is from... Let me check. It is from Rivasun, and this is what they had to say.
Hey Gassy, I was just wondering what your next series would be with Renee after Saints Row the Third.
Good question. Like I've said before in the past, I've said this, I think in a different Message Monday as well, with Renee, when someone asked a pretty similar question. Once we finish Saints Row the Third, we're going to go back to it. If you guys didn't know, we beat the game, but there is some DLC and stuff that we both bought, and we're planning on playing it since that was really fun, and you guys seem to like it. So we're going to go back and play the DLC for Saints Row the Third, and then after that, a lot of people have been asking, where's Lego Harry Potter? Here's what happened with Lego Harry Potter. I reinstalled my OS on my computer. So, and that was because I got an SSD to make things faster and boot up and restart faster on my computer. And when that happened, I had to re-download my Steam stuff to a different hard drive, but I don't know yet if it saved my Lego Harry Potter save. I'm thinking maybe it didn't. I don't know. I hope it did, but even if it didn't, me and Renee could just play up to the point where we were. We weren't terribly far in the game, and it wouldn't take very long for us to just kind of grind through and get to where we were. So I am wanting to play more Lego Harry Potter. So I would say Lego Harry Potter is probably something you're going to see from me and Renee in the future, as well as... Hold on, I got a cough. God, I had a junk in my throat. Anyways, as well as... What was I going to say? I don't even know what the other one was. We were considering playing Resident Evil. I don't know. I think we both bought it on Steam. Let me see which one it was. It was one that was on sale. I want to say it was Resident Evil 5? Let me look. Yeah, it was Resident Evil 5, the co-op on that. We were thinking of doing that. So maybe Resident Evil 5. I don't know. Those are some things that we're thinking of doing. But definitely Saints Row. Definitely Lego Harry Potter. I want to keep doing that. And also possibly Resident Evil 5. So those are some things that we might be doing. We might even do something completely different. I don't know. But thank you for your question, and let's move on to the next one. Next question is from the Twitters, and it is from Uncle Chicken Ham. And they said, what happened to Daisy? I've been asking myself that pretty recently, too. I just was in a call with Diction earlier today before I recorded this and asked him, hey, when do you want to play Daisy? And we both agreed we want to do it soon because they have the new map now that we haven't really played on. I've never played on it. I think Utoric has played on it a little bit. And he, of course, was a part of the crew that we had that rolled around in DayZ and was killing people and trying to survive and stuff. So we're going to try to go back and play some more on the new map. I haven't played the new map, like I said, at all. So I'm kind of excited to see what goes on there. Along the same vein of, DayZ, that type of zombie survival thing. The War Z is coming out pretty soon, and I'm going to try that out. My opinions with the War Z, I do think it's kind of messed up that they called it the War Z, and trying to leech off the DayZ fan base that was, built up by the mod and stuff. But I'm still going to try it out because apparently, it has been in development, I guess, apparently for a while. But I would say poor timing for releasing their game. Although really, what else are they supposed to do? The longer they delay it, I guess, the more people are going to think they're copying later on down the line. But they could have called it something different other than the War Z. Nonetheless, I'm still going to check it out. Yeah. So, yes, more DayZ coming soon. And I don't know if I can record it because it's like alpha, the War Z. You'll definitely see War Z from me. I'm going to try it out. Hopefully it's good. I'm hoping it's good. It looks pretty decent, but, I will reserve my judgment until the full game releases and I actually get my hands on it. So, thank you for your question. Short answer, yes. More DayZ in the future on the new map that we have not played on. All right, next question. And this is also the last question. Next question is from Jillian Mezar. Mezar? Yeah, I think so. Jillian Mezar. And it's also from Twitter. And they say, what was your absolute best class in high school? Pretty good question. I don't think I've ever been asked this before, and if I have, I don't remember answering it. So, you get your question answered. I'd probably say the class that I did the best in, or enjoyed most, probably history. I've always been really big into history, and I've got a pretty good memory and stuff like that for history and whatnot when I learn things. Those tests were really, really easy. I think it also largely depends on your teachers to kind of contribute to what class is your favorite when you're in high school. And I had a really good history teachers. Sounded like I said history. I don't know what is wrong with me in speaking today. But anyways, I had good history teachers, and I actually really liked English. I liked writing. I had creative writing classes and stuff, and I've always liked writing. It's still fun. So probably those two. History is probably my favorite because like I said, I've just always kind of been a history buff. And writing, English. Science is pretty cool too, like biology. I cannot talk. Oh, Message Monday, Gassy Can't Talk edition. Yeah, I liked high school. You guys should stop complaining about high school. Oh, wow, that's a really ignorant thing to say. All right, anyways, before I dig myself into any bigger of a hole, I realize that high school is different for everybody. I liked high school, though. I do like school. And I do think it's largely dependent on what your faculty is. If you got cool teachers or like, you know, not shitty classmates and stuff and where you're from. It all depends on a lot of different variables. But anyways, I liked high school. Thanks for your question. That wasn't your question. Did you like high school, Gassy? No. Yeah. Absolute favorite class was history. And since I appeared to not speak very well, GassyMex, end of MessageMonday. Okay? Okay, guys? Jesus, what is wrong with me? All right, that's it. Thanks, guys, for your messages. Hopefully you enjoyed this kind of English broken edition of Message Monday. Hopefully you guys can send your questions next week if it didn't get answered. I'll go ahead and run down the ways you can send them to me. One is by Twitter. That's the primary way. I've been taking 4 messages from Twitter and then 2 voice messages from Xbox if there are voice messages there that I want to take. Pretty good questions this week. I apologize for my lack of speech skills and whatnot. But if you guys do want to send a voice message, go ahead and send me a message to Gassy Mexican on my Xbox Live account and tag it as Message Monday. If you tweet at me, hashtag it as hashtag MM or hashtag Message Monday. But refrain from doing that until I actually tweet and ask for people to do it. What's it called? Usually I'll ask on Mondays, obviously. I said I was going to ask on Sundays, try to do it the day before, which I still might do. I have not done so thus far, you know. But try to refrain from asking your question, you know, and tweeting at me, because I won't answer it. It'll probably just get lost, and it's easier for me to go through day of or the day before, you know, when I'm set and have the mindset to pick questions. It's easier to go through and find your questions then. So please wait until you see a tweet from my Twitter saying that I need questions, and then you go ahead and send me your questions. If your question doesn't get answered, sorry, you can always try again next week. If it continually doesn't get answered, maybe it's a bad question, or I just don't feel like answering it, or I keep missing it. You can try it, but after a while, it's probably I just don't want to answer that question for whatever reason. So thanks, guys, for all your questions this week. Hope you enjoyed this edition. Like I said, hopefully next week I can speak better. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Bye, guys.